Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. When you think of Harley-Davidson, you might immediately picture that iconic low-slung cruiser rumbling down a wide American highway. You think of chrome. You think of torque. You think of that unmistakable V-twin thumping sound that shakes your bones before the tires even start spinning. But in 2025, Harley-Davidson is offering something a little different, something that still carries that signature attitude, but now tailored for riders who want agility, modern tech, and a fresh twist on the classic formula. This is the 2025 Harley-Davidson Nightster. And it's not just a motorcycle, it's a statement that says Harley is ready for a new kind of rider. The Nightster name isn't new, but the machine it now represents is nothing like its predecessors. Gone is the air-cooled Evolution engine. In its place sits a thoroughly modern, liquid-cooled 975 cubic centimeters Revolution Max V-twin, a powerplant that marks Harley's leap into a new generation of performance. This isn't about just going fast. It's about usable, real-world torque, delivered in a lightweight chassis with razor-sharp handling. It's about making a Harley that can dance through corners and still thunder down the straights. It's about giving the rider everything they need and nothing they don't. The 2025 Nightster continues to be powered by the Revolution Max 975T engine, a liquid-cooled V-twin that punches out around 90 horsepower and a hearty 70 lb-ft of torque. But numbers don't always tell the full story. What makes this engine special is its character. It revs eagerly, it delivers power in a linear, confidence-inspiring way, and it has just enough of that Harley growl to remind you of the badge on the tank. Throttle response is crisp and immediate, thanks to ride-by-wire technology, and there's a surprising amount of mid-range grunt to pull you out of corners or make quick work of city traffic. And Harley didn't just throw a modern engine into an old-school frame and call it a day. The Nightster is built on a lightweight chassis where the engine is actually a structural component. This eliminates the traditional steel frame and significantly reduces weight. The result? A bike that weighs in at just around 480 pounds wet, a featherweight by Harley standards. It's compact, nimble, and surprisingly agile. You don't fight this bike through a corner, you guide it. The suspension setup, featuring a 41mm Showa dual bending valve fork up front and twin emulsion shocks out back, is tuned for a balance between sportiness and comfort. It soaks up road imperfections with poise but stays firm enough to inspire confidence when leaning into a fast bend. The riding position is upright, slightly aggressive, but still comfortable for longer hauls. Mid-mounted foot controls and a low seat height of 27.1 inches mean that riders of all sizes can feel at home here. You're not sprawled out cruiser style, but you're not perched forward like on a naked sport bike either. It strikes a sweet spot, just enough edge to keep things exciting, without punishing your back or wrists after an hour in the saddle. Design-wise, the Nightster is pure urban menace. It's stripped down, minimalist, and brutally elegant. You've got a solo seat, chopped fenders, blacked-out components, and a narrow profile that looks every bit the part of a backstreet bruiser. The 2025 model brings subtle refinements, slightly tweaked bodywork for a more streamlined silhouette, updated LED lighting, and new color options like Red Rock, Vivid Black Deluxe, and Gunship Gray, which add a modern flair to the classic bobber look. The peanut-style fuel tank is now actually just a cover for the airbox. The real tank is under the seat, which helps lower the center of gravity and improve handling. On the tech front, Harley continues to push into modern territory with a set of rider aids that would have been unheard of on a Sportster a few years back. The Nightster offers selectable riding modes Road, Sport, and Rain, each adjusting throttle response, engine braking, and traction control sensitivity. You also get ABS and traction control as standard, along with drag torque slip control to help manage rear wheel slip during aggressive downshifts. There's no massive TFT display here. Harley keeps things simple with a 4-inch analog speedometer with a digital inset for fuel level, gear position, and trip info. It's refreshingly minimalist, in line with the bike's stripped-down ethos, but still functional for everyday use. Let's talk performance where it matters most, the road. The Nightster carves through traffic like a scalpel. It's light enough to flick from lane to lane, yet stable enough at highway speeds to feel planted. There's enough torque on tap to overtake with authority, and the Revolution Max's smooth delivery makes it easy to find the right gear without hunting. In tight corners, the bike remains composed and eager, and the brakes, single discs front and rear, offer strong, progressive stopping power with excellent feel through the levers. This isn't a track bike, but in the hands of an experienced rider, the Nightster can absolutely embarrass larger cruisers or even naked bikes on twisty backroads. Harley has also managed to keep vibrations to a minimum, thanks to internal balancers in the engine. This allows for longer rides without fatigue, and it also makes the Nightster a surprisingly capable commuter or even a short-range tourer with the right accessories. For 2025, Harley offers a growing lineup of accessories including saddlebags, a small windscreen, upgraded seats, and even sportier exhaust options. You can turn the Nightster into a personalized machine that fits your style, whether you lean toward performance or comfort. And now let's talk about the price. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Nightster starts at around $13,499, depending on color and dealer fees. That places it squarely in the middleweight performance cruiser category, where it goes up against bikes like the Indian Scout Rogue, Yamaha Bolt R-Spec, and even retro-styled machines like the Triumph Speed Twin. But what Harley brings to the table is a heritage of customization, a uniquely American sound and feel, and a design philosophy that remains unmistakably Harley even as it evolves for modern roads. What makes the 2025 Nightster truly unique is its identity. It's not trying to be everything for everyone. It's focused. It's designed for riders who want the rebellious edge of a Harley without the weight and size of the larger models. It's for city dwellers who want a nimble daily ride that still turns heads. It's for younger riders looking to get into the Harley fold without committing to a touring behemoth. And it's for the experienced rider who wants a stripped-down, high-torque fun machine that isn't afraid to get a little rowdy. For many, the Nightster is a gateway drug into the Harley world. It breaks the stereotype of what a Harley is supposed to be: no big ape hangers, no sofa-like passenger seats, number 900-pound curb weights. Just a sleek, fast, fun machine with enough attitude to make its presence known at every stoplight. And yet, it still holds true to the Harley DNA: iconic looks, visceral sound, and the kind of charm that Japanese and European rivals just can't duplicate. If you've never considered a Harley before, the Nightster is the one that might change your mind. It brings a performance edge without losing the soul of the brand. It's a bike that makes you want to ride, that begs to be leaned into the next curve, that rewards aggression but doesn't punish you for relaxing and soaking in the scenery. It's accessible without being boring. Stylish without trying too hard. And most importantly, it's fun. So, is the 2025 Harley-Davidson Nightster the right bike for you? That depends on what kind of ride you're after. If you crave a big cruiser with all-day touring comfort and luggage capacity, you might want to look elsewhere in the Harley lineup. But if you're drawn to the raw, naked aggression of a modern street bike with just enough old-school charm to keep things interesting, then the Nightster might just be the perfect middle ground. Thanks for riding with us here at Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Harley-Davidson Nightster, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more two-wheeled stories, and let us know in the comments: would you ride the Nightster? Or are you holding out for the return of something even wilder from the motor company? Until next time, keep the rubber side down and ride safe.